Hey everyone, my name's Gerard. I'm the owner here at East Village Social, aka EVS. We're located on the famous St. Mark's Place near Avenue A, here in the East Village in New York City, right across the street from Tompkins Square Park. So, here's the story. During COVID, here on the block, how could you say, there was a palpable amount of humanity and community. It was really amazing. But then there's reality, and that's what we're here today to discuss. It was the height of COVID. It was the height of the George Floyd protests, and we're talking about mid-June 2020. So there was a lot of emotion in the United States and here in New York City. There were 700 or 800 people dying in New York each day. There were refrigerated trailers outside of hospitals here in New York City. There was the never-ending sound of sirens and flashing lights. There were tens of thousands of people protesting the George Floyd murder. There was some looting and some rioting as well, right here in this neighborhood. New York City was like a live wire. You know, we were locked up in our apartments for 2 months, and the city was even locked down for a few days with early curfews. So our answer here on St. Mark's at EVS was to protest sadness. So we went for that, and we did that through our live music. So one evening in mid-June, we had the East Village All-Stars outside, and some people from the neighborhood gathered, and somebody took a video of what was happening outside. And this was the same day that there were 20,000 protesters at the Brooklyn Museum. So they took a video, they tweeted it. The governor's office got hold of this tweet, and the former Governor Cuomo famously threatened, "Don't make me come down there." And he retweeted the video. It got 5.2 million hits. It got countless retweets and countless comments. And we ended up with 18 charges against us, which we understand to a degree. And you reap what you sow. So, besides the 18 charges, we were also directed to close earlier than our late license allowed, and worst of all, we were no longer allowed to do live music. And that's bad because we're a live music bar. So what did we do? We had to adjust and adapt, and we survived until the state cut us a deal. They fined us, and they reinstated our late license, and they allowed us to do our live music again. So, you know, with COVID and the protests and the rioting and the looting and the lockdown, we took a beating just like everybody else. And we fell behind with our sales taxes, and we owe our landlord a hefty amount of money. She has been patient and understanding, but the time has come to buck up or hit the road. And we are trying to do everything in our power to avoid such a brutal ending. So, yes. You asked me earlier who hangs out here at EVS, and one of the things we say is locals wanted, tourists welcome. So we do a great local trade, a great tourist trade, domestic and international. But besides that, of course, we have, you know, people from the neighborhood, people from St. Mark's. We have the addicted and the afflicted and the recovering. And we have homeless people that hang out every day. We also have artists of all makes and models from all genres and mediums. We have musicians and painters and graphic designers and sculptors and writers and the like. So, you know, we kind of run the gamut here as far as our clientele. We have young people, we have old people, we have people from all walks of life, all creeds and whatnot. We're basically a microcosm of New York City, and we joke that we're one big, happy, dysfunctional family. So, desperate times call for desperate measures, and we were hoping to avoid this day, but here we are. So, if you are inclined, we invite you to go check out our GoFundMe page. And mark my words, if we survive this financial hardship, we will work day and night to pay it forward, hopefully tenfold. All right, thanks everyone. We hope to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary here at EVS on St. Mark's Place in late June, so stay tuned. Thanks very much. And watch for the video we're going to put out, Coronavirus Blues by the East Village All-Stars. See you later.
So donate and save. Do whatever you have to do.
Save EVS!